Hi, my name is Renee Liao, Lifestyle Advisor with Opulence Global, and today I'm going to be covering really quickly the advantages of being a lifestyle advisor compared to being a lifestyle promoter or being a retailer. And so, this training today, it'd be best if you had some previous experiences watching the training videos with the compensation plan. It's not too important to have that understanding in full, but it might help a little bit in terms of some of the terminologies as well too. So if you can watch the compensation plan training video first, that would be fantastic. But again, please enjoy this training video. So one of the main advantages, and this document I'm showing you here, you can find it in your back office. So under your website when you log in, under business tools and training, look under business tools, there will be a PDF version of this called the compensation plan. And so I want to just keep referring to those documents because you can have a copy for it for yourself as well too. And so one of the biggest things here with being a lifestyle advisor, and this one page covers a lot of it already. First of all, being a lifestyle advisor, if you look at this column over here, you can see that compared to being a lifestyle promoter, the commissions are a lot more. So when you have again that level 1 900 of CV, which is a sales done by your team, you can see here off the bat for every 900 CV, if you were a lifestyle advisor on the monthly 150 of PV, you earn $45 commissions. Whereas if you are a promoter, or if you are an advisor but doing the monthly $75 PV, your earnings is $25, which is, almost half of what you would earn as an advisor. Of course, this is the same concept with level 2, total CV being 1800, your earnings would be $100 versus 60. Level 3, again, it'd be 220 instead of 145. And level 4, again, instead of, this is actually a bigger difference now. When we get to the level 4, which is if in 1 week, instead of 900 CV, you had 5,400 CV, then your earnings would not only be $400 compared to the $280, you also get what's called a power cycle, which is an additional $60 bonus. So how that works is not only do you earn the $400, you also earn an extra 60, and that 60 breaks down to being $30 per 5,400 that goes towards your convention pool, which is, when you go to our conventions, it could be on a cruise, could be wherever it is in the world, you get this nice payout of all of your convention bonus at the convention. You also, of course, have another $30 that goes into your personal marketing pool, and that's used towards business and marketing promotions. Again, so really just by being an advisor, you're not only just getting 400 compared to 280, you're also receiving an extra $60 bonus that's basically cash into your pocket because you will need to be at conventions and of course get more training, and of course you will be using and buying marketing tools, and that goes towards that as well too. So this very first slide alone has a lot of things here. Not to mention that if you want to participate in the monthly global revenue sharing pool, which is basically every single month, the company takes a bit of their profit and allocates that to people who qualify for this global revenue sharing pool. It's called the MGRS in short. And again, if you are a lifestyle advisor and you hit these qualifications, which we won't cover in this training, just understand that if you qualify, then you get 1 share towards that bonus pool. If you are LD1, you get 2 shares, and LD2, you get 3 shares. So, even as an advisor just getting started, for example, even today, you can participate in this MGRS right away. However, if you're a lifestyle promoter, then this is not available to you until you become a lifestyle advisor. So this first page already shows you a lot of the main differences between being an advisor and being a promoter. But there's a few more things. Let's carry on here. So on our next slide, as you can see here again, this is again available in your back office. Being an advisor, one of the biggest things, of course, is with that package, you have a lot more back in terms of products. So you will receive 6 Fountain of Life bottles, 6 Fairy Flawless Spa experiences, and the totality package. So Plus, you also have, of course, more shopping credit. So, in short, the one thing that I was kind of understood about this industry is that you want to be a product of the product. So, what that just basically means is you want to be able to tell people, and show people that you are on the products. Now, because we have the fashion, the beauty, and the health, it's great to, number one, have a few more bottles here in case you want to, use some as your demo bottles to let people try, a few drops when you're with them. Now you have a few more. You could potentially give it to someone that you really care about as well too. And of course, you do have the totality package, which comes with the eye serum and the lip treatment, which the this one here does not have it, right? Because really, with that flawless totality package, it's incredible what that can do for, again, your skin. And by, so when we promote the products, if we can say that we've been using, even for a few days, these products, it's a product of the product. We're kind of sharing our own experiences now, much more effective. And of course, you also have more shopping credits towards buying fashion stuff. So one thing that I've, really enjoyed about Opulence Global is with the product, if you're wearing a nice timepiece or a nice pair of shoes or a bag, you're actually physically and visually promoting your product. So instead of just sort of, showing catalogs or showing your website, you actually have things that you're wearing, on your body to show people your business. So I just found that in terms of promoting the business, you will find that it's, logically a lot more easier to promote the business because you are wearing the products, you're using the totality package on your skin. The wrinkles will go away. This is so amazing how that works. And of course, you have more bottles of Fountain of Life. So that's another key thing, is just being a product of the product. Now, another really great thing, of course, as well too, is the wholesale profit is another big difference. So when you are a lifestyle advisor and you introduce another lifestyle promoter, you earn $50. If you introduce another lifestyle advisor, you earn $130. However, if you are a promoter or a retailer, for the exact same work that you're doing, again, you're getting paid less. So just like before, doing the exact same amount of CV, you're getting paid less just by being a promoter. The same concept here. By being the lifestyle advisor, you're just earning, for the same effort, $50 instead of $35, and $130 instead of $105 when you introduce other promoters and other advisors. So again, for me, in terms of a business, if I had the funds necessary to be an advisor, it made more sense to get paid the maximum output for your input. So get paid the most for your efforts. And that just made more sense to me. And so that's why I would always suggest to start as a lifestyle advisor if you can. And so, so we covered again a lot of the main differences with the different earnings here. Another really huge one, of course, that's not really covered in these slides, but I'll just talk about it, is sort of leading by example. Because what usually happens in my experience is when you get started, people kind of always ask you, well, what did you start with? And it's interesting how many people ask me that question. And so when I said, well, for me, it made the most sense to start as a lifestyle advisor, somehow that seemed to be in their train of thought. They thought, well, if it's good for you, then it's got to be good for me, then I'll start there as well too. And on the flip side, I've seen people start as a lifestyle promoter or even a retailer. And when their contacts then ask them, well, what did you start as? And then they say, well, I'm a lifestyle promoter or a retailer. For some reason, people feel like what you did is good enough for them, and they kind of do the same thing. So I guess the whole concept is the whole monkey see, monkey do, if you want to call it that. It's funny how psychology works with some people, but again, I just felt that by being an advisor, more of the people that I was talking to felt that that was the kind of the right package for them as well too. So it just kind of built a bit better. Again, just another sort of key point that's not really mentioned in these slides, but I wanted to definitely talk about it. And so the sort of final key thing with being a lifestyle advisor versus being a promoter has to, of course, relate to your income as well. And We don't really again have time to go into each of these different ranks that we have, LD1, LD2, LD3. Just understand that, in short, to go up the ranks, to be a lifestyle director one, for example, you want to have two lifestyle advisors direct to you. They don't have to be right below you. They could be anywhere in your left leg, at least one, and at least one anywhere in your right leg that you personally introduce as a LA lifestyle advisor to help you become an LD1. So you definitely want to, of course, you yourself have to be a lifestyle advisor as well, and introduce two other lifestyle advisors, one on each leg, in order for you to be part of the qualification is that to become an LD1. So, not to mention, of course, the CAR program as well. You must be a lifestyle advisor to participate in the CAR program as well too. So, nothing to consider there as well. Now, it really starts to become monumental later on. I'm going to sort of skip the LD2 because again, these all require people to be lifestyle advisors for you to sort of uprank to LD2, LD3. But keep in mind what I'm showing you here with the maximum weekly commissions. And keep your eye on this as I change the slide. So we can see here, LD1, your maximum weekly commissions is $1,500 plus bonuses. LD2, it becomes $2,500 per week. As an LD3, the potential is $5,000 per week. LD4 is $10,000 per week. And once we get to Presidential Lifestyle Director, you can see here it's $30,000 per week plus this bonus 3 shops. So that's what I want to cover. This is the other key difference with being a lifestyle advisor that you won't get with being a lifestyle promoter is these 3 shops. And so shop 2 and 3, you can see here, can be activated upon shop 1 hitting the weekly income cap, of the $10,000 per week for 8 consecutive weeks. And so in short, if you can kind of imagine here, you have you, and by being a lifestyle advisor at the very beginning, you actually automatically have number 2 over here and number 3 right over here. So imagine from the very first day you start building this business, you already have your first one you're building, and while you're building your left leg and you're building your right leg, you're actually already building number 2 and number 3. So even though this slide here is talking about how you can start earning from it when you reach Presidential Lifestyle Director, the cool thing is if you were a lifestyle advisor off the bat, you actually start to accumulate the sales volume and the CV for your number 2 and number 3. So what that means is by the time you cap your first business center and you start to build your second center and your third center, what that means is you've already accumulated all of that sales volume on 2 and 3. So you've pretty much done 2/3 of the work. And so it's a lot easier to now have another cap of your BC2 and BC3. So in short, I guess the easy way to think about it is while you're building your first business center, you're also building at the same time the second and third one. And in the future, when you finally go and build the second and third inside legs here, you already have a huge head start because all that volume has been banking for all this time. And so, again, hopefully I was able to explain that pretty clearly because, again, the last slide here really shows you the benefit of having those 3 shops. Again, $30,000 per week is huge because now you're earning $1.56 million a year. And at the Royal Lifestyle Director, you can earn $60,000 per week, again, which is times 52 weeks is $3.12 million. So that's where it really, jumps a lot. And if you were the lifestyle advisor from the very first day building, then you've accumulated all of that volume under your second and third center. So by the time you go and build it, you have a massive head start. So hopefully I was able to provide a bit more insight in terms of why being a lifestyle advisor is definitely the right start. Off the bat, again, having more products, being on the products, earning more wholesale profit, accumulating the volume for BC2 and 3, and of course earning more commissions off the bat is, and of course participating in the MGRS, the monthly global revenue sharing pool, is huge reasons, plus the power cycle. So all in all, hope you enjoy the training today. My name is Renee Liao, and thank you for watching.